You're listening to No Limits Radio Show on the Vets on Media Network.
All right, welcome back. We're back. And this time I've got a microphone in front of me and not a coffee.
Awesome.
So I'm all set. We have two guests. We have Christine Vowles. Did I say your last name correct? Yes. Vowles. And we have Margaret Anderson. And both of them have their own businesses. Let's talk first about what both of you are doing with the Gaming to Give event, which is obviously a celebrity charity event during the big game week. You have to be really, really careful about the verbiage that we use. Yeah.
Super Bowl is doing very clear about that.
Now, are you able to say that?
Yes.
Okay.
You can say charity event during Super Bowl week, unless you're sanctioned by the NFL or Super Bowl, can't use their logo. You can't mention Super Bowl in front of your event. And you see a lot of that going on, Super Bowl charity event, and they're not part of Super Bowl.
Sure.
So
now you're on the host committee. So is that why you can say it?
I'm one of the small businesses connected with the host committee. And what the Super Bowl does at every city every year, they create what's called the Small Business Connection. And they request small businesses to come in, kind of give them an idea of what you do, what you can provide for the Super Bowl event or NFL owners, that kind of thing. They vet you out, and a couple of months later, they'll welcome you to the Business Connect program after you're vetted out. From that point on, they start making you attend workshops. This is what we expect. This is what's going to happen. Really get you involved with what's going on with the Super Bowl in whole. And then you start getting requests from providers for services. My service is high-end hospitality, so I work a lot with NFL owners, some of the sponsors that were coming in to help them not only get travel coming in, but hotels and rental cars and ground transportation. And in our case, a lot of luxury homes, because the hotels were really cost prohibitive and they could have gotten a luxury home for the same. So we were doing a lot of that. My background, 20 years in sports philanthropy, was where All Sports United got a hold of me to help them set up their event during Super Bowl week.
Okay, and that event is Thursday the 20th, and yes, it's Thursday the 29th. Yeah, from 3 to 7 p.m. and it's at it is at Talking Stick Resort.
It's at Salt River Field.
Sorry, Salt River Field.
Yes, yeah, it's at the spring training site for the Arizona Diamondbacks, Colorado Rockies.
Okay.
We're having it on the Pepsi patio, which I don't know if you've been there. When you sit down by home plate and look up, the Pepsi patio is behind you.
Okay.
So off to the right, you see Talking Stick and our beautiful mountains. Off to the left, you see Camelback, and out front, you see the gorgeous field, and it's really a cool venue.
Nice, nice. I actually have been there for a couple events. Now, Christine, what has your role been in all of this?
Well, my role, when Margaret gave me a call, they were looking to have more of a professional design staging of their event as opposed to just rental being dropped off. So we actually were called in to make sure that the VIP lounge was a very luxurious space for the VIPs that are attending the event. And that has blossomed into now assisting in, we have a fabulous entrance designed, and we have the entire Pepsi patio being designed, and we have Tesla coming in, so we're going to have some Teslas at the entrance
on static display.
Oh, that's really exciting!
Cool. And we have a live red carpet, and I have a composer coming and playing at the entrance, and so it's going to be a fabulous event.
And the composer is
Michael Howard.
Michael Howard.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
So he'll be greeting our guests, and Christine has helped us create what would have been a normal, let's get a party rental people in here. And by the way, they were charging us an exorbitant amount of money for a simple party, a simple event. And light bulb went off in my head. Wait a second, let's get a stager in. What a brilliant idea. She's got access to some really cool stuff, big inventory, and that's how we got her on board. One of the cool things she's doing at the front, we've got a live red carpet. That's a it's a woman in a red dress. Her train is the red carpet, and then she'll stand on the.
So wait a minute, people are going to walk on her.
Yes, it's a 50-foot dress. So she'll be on a pedestal, so when they get to the end, they'll be able to interact with her, have champagne, have photos taken with her, and It's kind of a cool.
I wish I was hot enough to be the live red carpet. Okay, can I just say that sounds like a really cool gig? If you ever, like you go through your 20 of your women that
Absolutely.
can't do it, call me.
Obviously, I'm not in the dress either. So.
I think
That
it would be
is-
awesome.
Yeah, it's
That
really
is
cool.
really cool. I've never heard of anyone doing that. I do want to, I just want to jump back and mention your business name. So Margaret, your business is Jet Set Elite,
Mhm.
and Christine, yours is the Luxury Look. It sounds like you both are just doing a lot of really cool things, not only for the big game, but also for this event.
Yeah, it's good synergy.
That's
It
incredible.
really is.
Yeah, our business is actually, we have the same clientele. Our company features, specifically works with the luxury high-end market. So we do a lot of high-end staging, remodeling, interior design work. And then
And I do all the luxury travel, set up travel and destination services for whatever city they're going in. But I also do lifestyle management services, which is real similar to what she does. So
we do luxury home concierge.
What do you mean lifestyle management?
if people need a private chef for a party, if they need a nanny, they're having a big event or whatever, and, people bring in their kids and nanny, you need personal security. You're trying to set up a cool, like right now we've got a couple of day events for some of the NFL wives that are coming in during the week, because all of them are coming in for Pro Bowl and they'll be staying the whole week until Super Bowl. So my past experience has been that, your husband goes off and plays golf and you sit in the hotel. So we've set up some wine tours and some spa parties and stuff like that. And that's part of the lifestyle management stuff that I do.
It's for the rich people, Christina, to answer your question.
It's not just
I'm just
people,
kidding.
But could
also-
you imagine having somebody do it? I need that.
You need that in your life,
I
don't
do.
you?
I
It's
really need somebody
also
to manage my
fun.
life.
like a girl's getaway, like a bachelorette party, stuff
Right.
like that. So it's not just for rich people.
Sure.
It's also special events. I remember a guy got a hold of me, wanted to take a little trip over to Santa Barbara to, ask his girlfriend to marry him. So he set up a private jet, and we did the whole thing, and that was their big deal. So
For those of you that have seen the elaborate proposal video that Rob, it was a day-long proposal, and Rob spent how much time? Months planning it. And so many guys have seen it and said, "Are you kidding me? I could never do that." It sounds like you could help with something like
yes, helicopters, luxury coaches. I mean, everything.
that. Wow.
Yeah.
He's
James.
not going to ask you again. let's just put that little baby to bed. You're not getting another one.
It was a really great day.
You're
Anyway.
right. So
All right.
On your renewal, on your
Yeah.
vow renewal, I'll help you.
there you go.
All right. So the celebrity charity event, Gaming to Give. Tell me, after I've walked on the red carpet, the live red carpet, what am I walking into and what's going to be taking place at this event?
Well, Pepsi Patio is 3-tiered. So you've got where everybody's registering. The second level is where our VIP luxury gifting suite is. And I don't know if you've been lucky enough to ever have been into a gifting suite, like when, you go to the ESPYs, they have a big luxury gifting suite where
Yes.
people can go in, and previously companies have sent their products in because they want these athletes and celebrities to
Wear
use
their
their
goods.
so they'll send everything in, and they go in with their bag and pick and choose everything they want. So we were in contact with a company called the Style Games. Stephanie Matthews, she's actually out of New York, and she does this kind of thing all the time. She's gotten a lot of stuff from all over the country, but also we've been helping her get some local providers of luxury goods and services in there as well. So we wanted to make sure we were representing Arizona as well. So they'll go to the luxury gifting suite and then pick out their stuff, and then they're going to go upstairs to the patio.
Now, this is for the people that have paid for the VIP experience, or
Usually they don't pay. It's for the athletes and
Yeah.
celebrities.
this is for the athletes.
Yeah,
and celebrities.
it's something
For the
that
celebrities,
Yeah.
Okay.
that are coming in and making appearances. It's kind of a typical thing if you've ever been lucky enough to do it.
No, I've never
to
been
get them to
invited
come to
as
your
a
event,
celebrity
yeah.
or an athlete.
What were you
give
saying?
them presents for coming to your event, to make a present so that
Mm-hmm.
you know, and this is one of the only events that you get to actually network and mix and mingle and hang out with them and get your photo taken with them, as opposed to paying a very large amount to maybe get a second with these people.
Or
actually
they're
gonna-
behind the
yeah.
stations
Yeah, where you
in a
can't get to
VIP
them.
area. Yeah.
Here,
Okay.
the entire event is filled with them mingling the whole time. So even if you're just a guest off the street, you get to actually, you know, hang with these guys. But there is going to be high security, just so you know.
A lot of security.
A lot of
Sure.
security.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, but it's going to be a phenomenal event.
Yeah. So what we have is we have athletes coming in, and one of our sponsors is called Tiltify, and they put on these gaming events. And what these guys do is they play on a platform called Twitch TV. They get on, they're playing Smash Brothers. So our athletes are online playing normal, everyday people and raising money. And like I said, the platform is called Twitch TV. It's real interactive. So every level they get to, they're raising more money. And these are all our athlete gamers and having a lot of fun. And again, you know, everybody's mixing and mingling and getting real excited. And the money they're raising, all proceeds from the gaming event as well as ticket sales, go to these charities of these athletes.
Okay, so let's talk about the charities that you have.
Okay, we've got a couple of guys playing. I think one of the most one of our regular neighborhood guys is Lorenzo Alexander. He plays for the Cardinals.
Yay, go Cardinals!
He
Next
has a foundation called the ACES Foundation, and the ACES Foundation is to create opportunities for students to be involved in sports and academics and be able to further their not only opportunities with sports, scholarships, scouts, that kind of stuff, but also, you know, get involved in their community as well. So that's the ACES Foundation, and that's Lorenzo Alexander. He's one of our players. We've got Davin Joseph from the St. Louis Rams, and he's playing for Davin's Dream Team. And again, it's a lot of these charities are enabling youth to not only do well in school, but participate in sports, because anytime, you know, kids are participating in sports, they're going to stay out of trouble, have more opportunities. That's Davin Joseph. And then we have, I can't say his last name, James.
Rob, help her out.
Where
Right here.
Ihid
Yes, it's a tongue twister for me. He's from the Detroit Lions, and his charity is Hope Africa, and he is helping his people in Africa to obtain, they call it elite education. For us, it would probably be a normal education, but there they don't have educational opportunities. Steve Weatherford is one of the athletes who's very close to our event company. By the way, we need to give a shout out to them. It's Endless Possibilities. They're based out of LA. They do a lot of sports philanthropy work. And Steve Weatherford is one of the players that does a lot of work with them. He's from the New York Giants. He's their punter, and he's got the Steve Weatherford World Champion Foundation. Again, it's he does with the World Champion Foundation. He kind of has a lot of other foundations underneath. And all of these are on their websites. We've got Brian McKnight, who's also playing. The Brian McKnight Foundation was created to help raise awareness and provide solutions for lack of funding for musical programs in schools across the country, of course, because he's a musician.
Now, will he be performing at all at this event?
We can't promise,
Okay.
but we've heard that he may
Okay.
break out into
They
song.
keep asking.
Okay.
Yeah, because the women keep asking.
Everyone wants to know.
Everybody's like, is he
They're
singing?
gonna have an extra microphone
Oh my
just in
gosh.
case.
Yeah, and then
So what you're saying is there's a chance.
yeah, there's a chance. And then we have the Amon Green Foundation. His foundation is to help raise awareness of dementia and Alzheimer's, and he's very involved with that organization. We've heard a lot about it. A lot of these foundations have Facebook pages that you can go to and get a little bit more information. And of course, if you come to the event, you'll be able to get a lot more information. But the primary goal of this event is to raise money for these guys' charities.
You know what I love about this? in recent news, we've heard about different controversial things
Oh, yeah.
associated with some of the players. And I think what happens is people start to get this perception that that's what all of them are like, which is very far from the case. I mean, so many of the guys that do play in the NFL have really big hearts and do a lot of really good things in the community. So I love that there's this light that's kind of being put on all the good things that they're associated with. So I think it's wonderful.
Absolutely. And it's needed because there is so much going on, not just with football, but across the board. And, so many of these guys, they reach a certain level in their career and they're thinking about that the whole time. My son is an athlete. He attends Arizona Christian University, and they're already instilling in them, community service and getting involved. In fact, that's our volunteer list is the baseball team. They're going to be coming out, and there are volunteers because they're doing some community service work. And it's so important for the athletes to learn from a young age. And a lot of these guys are doing that to give them an awareness how important it is to be involved with community service and to be responsible and to be part of your community. And it really is. It's a great thing. We're really humbled that, we've got these guys on board who are, being a part of our charity.
And you've got a lot of the attendees, a lot of the people that are coming to the Super Bowl. When I showed this list to Rob, who eats, sleeps, and breathes football, he was, quite impressed. Michael Irvin from the Dallas Cowboys. Andre Reed, Marshall Falk. I mean, there's just let's go through the list of the people that you've got coming. Tommy Chong from Cheech and Chong.
Absolutely. The big thing was because the community is so saturated right now with not just events, but people coming in for events. We wanted to make sure that this event was different from all the rest. We're not doing it in a nightclub or a casino or anything like that. Wanted to make it really different and really stress the charities. So that's how these people came on board, because they understand this is what we're doing. We're trying to raise money. So a lot of these people jumped on board, and we do. Our girls at Endless Possibility used to be part of the Marshall Falk Foundation. As a matter of fact, they worked with him for many years. And Andre Reed, of course, Michael Irvin. We do have a bunch of people coming in. Actually, I've got one of the girls. We're trying to get across the board, not just football players, but not media personality, also Olympians coming in, because football's big, but there's across the board. So we do have a lot of people coming in. I think that on the Gaming to Give Twitter account or Facebook, we should have these names up by now of everybody who has RSVP'd to come in.
I see on the Eventbrite, and for those of you that are wanting to get tickets, if you go to Eventbrite, actually go to the No Limits Radio Show Facebook page, and I'll share that link there so you can go right to it very quickly and easily. And when I say I'll share that, I'm actually meaning that.
I was waiting for you to give me that look of, Michelle, will you share this? Because I had a feeling that you weren't going to share this.
I don't multitask well, so
we're also giving tickets away for your show.
You are?
Yes. 6 tickets, however you guys want to do them. We just need to make sure that we get names, and obviously they have to be over 21 because we're going to serve a little bit of, liquid beverage there.
Awesome.
Well, thank you. That is very generous of you.
So everyone, watch our Facebook page, and Christine and I, after the show, will
put up the details.
About that.
And find them on the red carpet with the live red carpet. You guys will be there with your picture taken.
Awesome.
And then I'm gonna look at her and say, watch out, coming for your job.
Okay, so for those of you that want tickets, let's go through the different ticket pricing. You've got, all right. Sorry, my glasses.
Yeah, we have to get this straight for our listeners. What do we have here?
All right, so we've got single tickets. We've got single ticket special promo pricing. Go through the pricing of the.
Well, they have, so each ticket, so the upper pricing for the 5,000, that's actually going to be sponsorship. So you're going to have your name on the Videotron, you're going to be on banners.
And it looks like that's sold out.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
And then we have the VIP fans, and that's also going to get you a little bit more in front of the players, as well as your logo on things as well.
And you got 10 tickets for that. So 10
Yes.
tickets for
Mhm.
$900.
Yes.
Okay.
To come into the door, and then the single ticket special promo price, that's $100. And I can't remember exactly what you get with the 100.
I think it's like general admission.
Okay.
Yeah.
But even with the general admission, you're still mingling with the
Mingling with, and there was something else, and I'm so sorry I forgot this. We're also doing, like I said, the Super Bowl really wanted everybody who was doing events to do as much mingling with the community. So Endless Possibilities put together a taste of Scottsdale, and they have 5 restaurants coming in, and there'll be a tasting menu. So they're little bites. You know, you're not going to get a whole meal there, but you're able to taste different restaurants. And we're hoping that some of these people who are coming in from out of town will leave our event and say, God, I remember that great meal I had, or, you know, some of those things I had. I'm going to go there tonight for dinner. So they were real, had a lot of foresight in doing that and really involving the community. So there's going to be food there as well.
Can you tell us which restaurants are?
San Agave, I believe. Ling and Louie's is going to be another one. We've got Nothing But Cakes coming.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they're awesome.
I know.
All right, there goes the diet.
I know.
Christina, she's been trying so hard. She hears the name. She didn't even see the cake or anything.
Well, they're incredible.
There goes the
They
diet.
are.
Incredible.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
So they're going to be at our event as well. And I think there's 2 or 3 other restaurants. So they'll be all set up. And we're going to have a DJ as well. The DJ we have is from Australia. She's based here now. Her name is DJ Jen Jones, I believe.
Okay.
It's and she's real, like, cute and sexy and real dynamic, and so she's going to be kind of spinning some tunes. I think that's probably like a really shouldn't be using that
We
phrase.
wanted we wanted a little bit
From an
different
elderly.
than having a we have, you know, it's going to be a lot of men at the event, so we want to bring in a little bit more women. That's why we have the live red carpet, a lady, and so we have a woman DJ, and so trying to mix it up just a little bit.
It sounds like a fabulous
Yeah,
event.
it really
I am
does.
so excited.
And if you don't mind, I'd like to thank some of the people that actually helped make the event possible.
Absolutely.
So Lowe's on McDowell, I'd like to put a shout out to Scott and his crew there. They're donating over like 200 plants for our event, which is awesome. And also Nolan and Garrett and Charlie at American Furniture Warehouse. They're bringing in and providing a lot of the furniture for us to make this event be a little bit different than just your average party rentals. We've actually got leather couches and fun zebra prints, and they've given us a lot of really cool things to bring in. So it's going to be a glamorous event.
And the Teslas as well.
Yes. And Colleen Cronenschild out of Tucson is providing us with our Teslas. So we'll have Teslas at the front. And
We wanted to be mindful of the fact the Super Bowl is going green. So we have some Teslas. They'll be on display when you first walk up. And
yeah, they're really their main focus for the Super Bowl is to actually go green. So she's working with them on the energy committee there to have as much green
renewable sources.
Yeah,
of
that's
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
And so the Tesla is one of those.
I love it.
So because it's not a sanctioned Super Bowl event, we can bring in the Teslas.
Yeah, because otherwise it would be GE. Ford.
It'd be
It's GE, I think.
or GM.
GM, not GE.
Yeah.
That would be energy.
Lights, cars. It's all the
It's
same
all the
thing.
same.
Oh.
They're powered by something. So it was one of the things Christine helped us get was the Teslas, and they're just gonna be so cool
It's
because
gonna
they're
be fun.
so they're so trending right now,
Sure.
and it'll be cool for people to get kind of an up close look at them. And
I've never seen one up close.
I love
So I am really excited. So
Yeah.
we'll be able to get our picture in front of.
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. And we've got that's another thing. We've got Getty Images coming out, and they'll be taking pictures of the event, and that's a pretty big deal. We've got Yahoo Sports Radio coming in. They're going to be broadcasting. We've got word that ESPN might be there. So we've really there's been a lot of participation, but again, I think a lot of people are getting on board because they realize this truly is a charity event. It isn't just red carpet. Let's put on a cute dress and let's see who we can see. It really is a charity event. And we're doing it from 3 to 7, which means, you know, you can leave there and still go to another event if that's what you want to do. Or if you're golfing in the morning, you know, if you got invited to one of the golf tournaments. So 3 to 7 is our event at the Pepsi patio at Salt River Field on the 29th.
And it's really the only event that day that's during that time frame.
And is this a black tie
Well,
event?
I was just going to ask,
Well,
because what the ladies want to know, what are we supposed to wear to this
Well,
event?
I think it's going to be a lot of mixed because we have some of these athletes that are coming from golf tournaments and they'll probably show up in their, you know, golfing gear. I know women like to dress up, but then again, it's a day event. You know, I'm sure we're going to try to look as nice as we can because
And a lot
you know,
of
there's
people
gonna be a
will
lot
be
of
leaving
people
our event going to a formal event. So
Right.
some will be prepared for that as well. So I think it's going to be a huge mix. In the beginning, I think it was going to be like a black tie affair. And now I think that because of the time frame, I think we need to be a little bit more lax on that.
So you know what I'm hearing?
She's wearing the formal dress.
No, we're going shopping.
Oh, I figured you heard I'm going to be standing in my formal dress. That's what I'm
you know,
doing.
I'm saying if the girl's in her pretty red dress with a 50-foot train, I don't see why somebody else can't show up in a pretty dress.
Right? With a 50-foot
Absolutely.
train. You think I
Hey,
can find that in how many days?
I'm from Texas. You can never be overdressed.
Michelle, in
There you go.
order for us to get a 50-foot train, we would have to like attach dresses to dress to dress to dress.
What's wrong with quilt work dress? That might be a new trend. I could start something. It would be like on the Oscars next year, you know? Like
Or
this-
to promote Vets on Media, it could be camouflage. But then would anybody see it?
That's cool.
But then would anyone see it?
Yeah, they'll see it.
It's during the day. Everybody's going to see it. I wanted to quickly say, I left one of our gamers out. Ed Moses is going to be there. He was an Olympic gold medalist for swimming. And he's a local guy.
Nice.
You know Ed Moses.
Nice.
He actually has a foundation. It's a cancer research foundation that he raises money for. And I didn't want to leave him out, but he's also one of ours. And Crockett Gilmore from the Ravens has, again, you can look up these foundations online. His is Hope and Home. And the last one is Charles Johnson from the Minnesota Vikings. He has a pro football camp that he holds for youth 7 to 14 in Colorado, ages 7 to 14. So again, a lot of these guys are real involved
awesome.
with youth. And
You know, and I want to give a shout out to Gia
Yes.
Howard
Mhm.
with Social Media Masters because this whole event came to my attention because of her.
absolutely.
If it weren't for Gia, I love Gia. She always brings things to my attention. She's so good at doing that. Of
So
saying,
it's
She's working our social media and she's been really great.
So
She knows how to do all the hashtags and all that kind of stuff, tagging and
And the fun thing is Gia was working with me as the marketing.
Mm.
So she was helping me with my marketing and my business,
nice.
which landed her contacting me off of Facebook, which then I called Gia and got her in to do the social media on the event.
so it's been a big synergy.
it's just all
Yeah.
kind of, you know.
Much of what
Willpower.
I've learned about social media has been because of
Mhm.
I started to call her Heller. Gia Howard, formerly Heller. She used to do these social media workshops,
Yes.
and she's
got
great.
one coming up.
Yes.
I'm plugging her. She's got one coming up.
Everybody should go to check out Gia, and it's the Social Media Masters. So just go to Facebook, go to Google, look up Social Media Masters. She's always got great events, and if you're struggling with your social media, then seek her out
Yes.
because she can help you.
Which I was.
I
And
know.
that has really promoted my company.
Well,
I think a lot of
business-
people,
yeah.
they think, oh, I don't really need that. But in this day and age, you really need to understand your social media, and not just your social media, whether you do it or not, but whether you're going to hire somebody to do it so you can keep them on point too.
And if you're going to hire them, making sure that they show you the back end and the analytics to
Absolutely.
prove that what they're doing. And if you think, well, you know, a lot of people are really good at their business and they think, well, I've got a Facebook profile, so I can do it. And there's so much more. It's very complex. All right. Michelle is giving me the break.
Yes.
Ladies, I want to say thank you again, both so
Thank you
much
for
for
having
coming in
us.
today and sharing more about this event. Amazing event. I'm so excited.
And you're going to have the link.
And we're going to post the
It's
link.
already posted on
Okay.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Already posted.
And we'll let everybody know how they can win. We've got 6 tickets. That is incredibly generous. Thank you so much. That
Absolutely.
is-
We want your listeners to be part of this, and thank you for so much for inviting us.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. All right, we're going to go to a break. And then when we get back, we're going to do the WWW. I'm Christina.
And I'm Michelle.
All right, let's do quick pictures.
Would you like to own a thriving business and help employ local veterans? The Vetraplex Handyman Construction and Landscape business is the opportunity you've been waiting for. The Vetraplex is your gateway to an affordable startup business with 0% financing for qualifying owners. By owning a Vetraplex franchise, you will be hiring veterans, providing them both income and opportunity, while at the same time providing your customers a way to say, thank you for your service to our nation's veterans. For more information, visit vetraplex.org. Again, that's vetraplex.org or call 928-284-2022.